Hi guys, I'm Becca Otis from Five Lines Pottery, and I'm located in Van.
And I'm Ryan Durbin from RD Ceramics, located in Highland Heights, Kentucky.
And welcome to Wheel Talk.
Hello, we're live.
We're live.
Um,
And we're just gonna like jump in today, but we're doing a little bit of a different format today because I have some uh I have some questions I need to ask Ryan and kind of like get through to try and make some money. And I was thinking that like this is the type of thing that I would just normally call Ryan for and be like, help me.
mhm.
Help me think through this. And we would just chat about it. And I was thinking how it might be nice to get like an inside look at what that looks like for us, and how we kind of like problem solve mostly my issues. Um, Ryan does have issues. They're just different than mine. And
Yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna probably frame some of the questions that might be helpful for other people or adapt to their specific questioning they might think
you
as
said
well.
you
I
weren't
don't know.
going to do that.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'll do my best, but I know that people are going to be listening to this, so, you know.
That's fair. I guess that's fair. Yeah. And so yeah, so we're just gonna start, but first, this would be normal anyway. Ryan has to tell me all about Nsika and what happened, or not Nsika, Claycon West, and what
Econ West. All
what'd you
right,
do?
it was a good time. I volunteered again. Sales room was hopping. And that was Saturday morning all day. And I was also on a podcast panel, not a podcast panel. It was a panel that was half of Stacy Habino's
Mm-hmm.
presentation about AI and ceramics.
How'd it go?
So that was a good time. It was good. I think most people were very receptive to like understanding what kind of the options are. I think it was good that I thought maybe it was a lot of content for an hour and a half because the way it was broken up was Stacy kind of talked for 45 minutes about how she uses it in AI and in how you can like prompt something like Gemini or other options to get more like image generation for ideas of like I want a mug or a form that kind of represents this item that I have in my mind. Can you give me some examples and kind of like how you would iterate with the AI engine to get you down a path of something you might be looking to try? Um, so that was the first half. So it was kind of like, what are the tools? What is like AI in general? How would you maybe, what are some different ways people use it? And then she introduced a little opportunity for somebody to come up, and it was actually another presenter, like another teacher, to try throwing a piece that was AI generated. So the audience had five different images of AI generated forms, and then we voted on which one we wanted him to try to throw.
She asked me to do that, and I couldn't, obviously.
Right. So it was Stephen Haywood that did it, which
Mm-hmm.
he did another presentation, and I think he's a college professor in Florida. And then he was doing that while we were doing our panel. So our panel was the last like 30 minutes or so, or 35 minutes. So that was Stacy was kind of moderating it, and then it was myself, Carol Epp, and Will Donovan. And we each kind of shared how we use it, and then we answered kind of a moderated question of what are the top pros and cons of using AI in ceramics. And we each kind of had a little opportunity to talk about that. So it was it was a little more like high level, I would say. It wasn't super in depth and we didn't get a ton of audience questions at the end, but there was enough to like fill the time. So
Yeah.
I feel like it could have been that was almost enough that you could split it up and do like a whole hour and a half with a panel where people kind of come in and understand kind of the parameters of what we're talking about. And then you have a panel talking about different aspects. Or it could have been like all how one person uses it and iterating and doing that kind of thing. I feel like it was a lot for an hour and a half, but it wasn't like I was a little nervous, and I think Will was also wondering like, would there be a bunch of like backlash of people in the audience that had
Yeah.
strong feelings either way? But there was a few people that came up after that were like, "Oh, that was like very informative." You know, I was able to prompt chat GBT or whatever while I was sitting in the audience and have it generate something to get an idea of, something I was thinking about. So, I think it was trying to like not make it so intimidating and understanding what, use cases people have for it because Stacy and Carol mostly use it for generative AI image like workshopping
Hmm.
and then maybe creating something out of those ideas. And then Will and I mostly use it for the business side of things where we're trying to understand how to make marketing and um, email campaigns and maybe some scripts for creating Instagram and social media content or, you know, business strategies and like understanding the numbers of your business and like all those kind of things. So I think they're completely separate use cases, but they still kind of follow under that umbrella. But uh and then I attended some other talks. I attended a soda workshop one, which was good, and it made me want to apply for a soda conversion kiln workshop next year. So I think I'm going to try to do that next year.
Oh, wow.
And I think and I even talked to a few people about it after. So there's somebody that wants me to help them in their studio near Utah, Vegas area, I think. So we'll see how that develops. But yeah, I had some good times. The sales room was very busy, so everybody sold a lot. It's always the craziest on Saturday. I was like the only one packing stuff, so I was going nonstop. The line was all the way from the checkout to the back wall
Oh
and
my
starting
God.
to wrap. So they had like two registers, but one person packing, but also they were underprepared with the packing materials. I feel like they're always underprepared with packing
That
materials.
is 100% true.
But at least they did have a big roll of paper, like an 18-inch roll, but we needed like two of those rolls at least.
Yeah.
And maybe one of the metal stands that you can like pull and rip and stuff. So so yeah, that was good. Had some good conversations and had some downtime to just talk to people, watch some of the main stage, watch some of the um
The
main
main stage,
presentations.
I am a little sad about missing the main stage. Was the Korean guy there?
He was not.
Bummer.
Yeah, he couldn't make it. I think he said that he couldn't make it like 6 months ago or something.
Oh, okay. So who was it?
It was Kate Schrader and Tim Kowalczyk.
Okay, so it was only two. Yeah, Tim is a hoot and a holler, like hoot and a half and a full
Yeah.
hand. And Kate, I've never really met her, but
We chatted a little bit after hours with, the going to the different people's houses and eating
yeah.
dinner and stuff. So got to know Kate a little bit more and um yeah, that was a good time. I actually only watched in the main stage on Sunday a little bit and it was Tim's. So I didn't actually watch any of Kate at all. I kind of wanted to, but I was chatting with a couple other people during her portion. Um but yeah. So and then they announced the new people for 2027,
What's that?
which I can't remember all the names exactly, but it's a I don't know if it's husband wife or if I don't know if they're married, but it's a group for round trip Clayworks, I think.
Oh yeah.
I don't know exactly where they're located at, but them and then the one girl's name is Gabs Conway.
Oh, Gabby from Montana? Who makes the
She's
thumbs?
out of Yes, it on her Instagram it said Eau Claire, Wisconsin though.
Oh, she's probably doing a residency in Montana. I think that's Sarah's friend, Gabby.
Yeah, yeah. So it was funny when Joe was trying to explain what her sculptures are. She was like creatures, kind of, because they're kind of oddball
Yeah, they're
items.
weird.
The round trip Clayworks is Drew Darley and Erica Novak.
Yeah.
So I'd followed her work, Erica's work, with the kind of underglaze on raw clay with, some exposed raw clay details and stuff and carving. And then the keynote speaker is Christina Baptiste from Juniper Clay.
Mm.
So she's the keynote on
Oh
that.
shit. I have to go to ClayCon next year.
The
She's like my pottery love.
Really?
Yeah. Wait, no,
Yeah.
okay, no, that's a lie. She's my pottery crush, where April Adewale is my pottery love.
Yeah. I was thinking you're kind of thinking in the same vein as that's kind of how you talk about April too. So I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, she is so cool because she does some stuff that is functional, but most of her stuff is sculptural, and it is so fucking cool. And it's so like I wish that I cared as much as she does about things, you know?
Yeah.
God, she is so cool. Um,
Because the keynote this year was Garth Johnson, which is the what is his exact role? He like heads up the Everson Museum of Art in Syracuse. The Everson, I think,
mhm.
which is like the biggest collection of contemporary ceramics, I think maybe definitely in the country. I don't know if it's in the world, but definitely in the country. They have do you know what the scarab vase is?
Scarab, like Egyptian scarab?
Yeah, it's like a carved porcelain vase that's really big.
I'm gonna
Or
look at
actually it's not that big, but it's apparently a very detailed.
Holy shit. That is cool.
Yeah, the Everson Museum of Art in Syracuse.
That's cool.
The building looks freaking sweet. Andrew's been there and was ranting and raving about it. I'm sure you would probably really like the look of it.
I'm looking it up.
So it's got a sweet staircase
I do love a good staircase. Let's be
and
honest.
the like ins and out. It's not like a grid museum where it's just like a room to it looks like you got nice like sight lines through different parts of the museum
Oh,
to
yes. Yes, yes. Look at that. That is fucking beautiful.
yeah, so very cool.
You know what that
Uh,
looks like? The robots from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
what look the
The
you're talking about
building
the
the
building itself.
building looks like the robots from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where they're like, "What is the meaning of life?"
Hmm.
It's the computer. Anyway, um, that's really cool. Where'd you eat?
So yeah, good stuff. We ate at Red Fort Indian one night.
Yum.
It was really good. And then we had Soul Ramen one day for
Mhm.
lunch. I had that the last day because Nico asked me. I was packing my lunch, so I did eat a packed lunch for 2 days, and then she was like, "Are you willing to come to lunch with us?" So that was good.
You're like, because Becca's not here, I will come, but otherwise we pack lunch.
I did pack a lunch, but I was like, this lunch is kind of like, it's not
Yeah,
amazing. And then dinner, Honolulu Grill, of course. And then we had dinner at the new brewery that's right by the convention center the last night.
nice.
So
How was everybody?
everybody was great. There was huge groups there. All the folks that we always see. I actually did not see Marjorie that much though. She was busy or something, but I didn't really see Marjorie around.
I'm not even gonna lie. She sent me a text that made me cry.
Really? I
Well,
was gonna.
I had just gotten off the phone with my mom, and it was like a not the greatest conversation, and it was also at work, and it was just like a bad timing situation. Like in any other situation where I wasn't working, it would have been a fine conversation. It just wasn't a work conversation. And then she sent me this text, and she was like, "Hey, I just want to let you know that I really, really miss you." And
Hmm.
she said, January isn't the same without you. And um, yeah, she said, you make me a healthier and happier person, and I've missed you this winter.
Very sweet.
And I fucking burst into tears because, like, Marjorie was my, like, buddy at the studio. We would be there till like 2 a.m. talking about books and talking about life and just like talking about how much our arms hurt. And
Hmm.
she's just one of the most amazing human beings. And I actually never texted her back. I should probably do that. I should let her know that I saw that text and then I burst into tears.
Yeah,
So
you should tell her that.
I'm
I
gonna
was,
right now.
and then I was, when I was volunteering, I was packing next. Jesse was doing one of the registers, and then Emily was doing the other register. So I was holding it down.
Nice.
Emily was very appreciative of that. And I gave Emily an extra hug for you last on Sunday. So
Yeah.
told her you definitely miss being there. So, but yeah, it was a good time. Talked to some new folks, some folks that listen to the podcast and follow, and we chatted. There's a guy named Preston that I met. I talked with David Hall, Laura Hall's husband, a bit. He's
Hmm.
about tax stuff and accounting things, and had
Nice.
some good insights with him. And talked to Laura Williams a lot, which I followed on Instagram, but I never met her. And her personality, she's pretty like um, extroverted, but
Hmm.
it's like fun to like chat with her and stuff. So I got to know her a bit and chatted with Nico quite a bit, and all the folks at the house. We went over to Nico's in
Yeah.
the quote unquote party house a few times. So
The Partey house.
taking a bit of breaking on the drinking this week and this weekend. So trying to get back to get back to an equilibrium a little bit.
Yeah, I learned not to drink at Claycon West years ago.
Yeah, I don't know if Andrew's gonna be happy. He had a little much on the first night. So
Andrew is 22,
we
23 years old. He's allowed.
we and we stayed together, and his parents and stuff stayed, and we were on our way to the conference center the first day, and we had to pull over so he could barf on the side of the highway.
That is so funny. Did you meet Dave?
I did meet Dave. Dave was great.
Isn't
Rachel
Dave amazing?
yeah, Rachel chatted with Dave too.
Oh my
Enjoyed
God.
that.
Dave
Yeah.
is Andrew's dad, and he is the quintessential weather dad. And he is just so cute. I can't.
He went golfing a couple days, so heard about
He,
some golfing stories, and
I love him
yeah,
so
he was great.
much. Did they bring Pip or not Pip, Poppy?
Is that a dog or a
Yeah.
pet? No, they did not.
Okay.
I don't think that was allowed in the. It sounded like they were traveling for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, so
Probably.
I
It
don't know that that would have been great for
sounds like Andrew was like,
a pet.
okay, you guys drive the car and have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a good time, and looking forward to next year. Got some ideas for that presentation. Got to get that documented and applied for and all that good
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah, it was a good time. I think you would have enjoyed that over going to Nsika probably. I mean, I feel like you always like being in Utah, so
Yeah, I won't
if you
be
had
in
to
it
pick between
either.
them.
But honestly, like, you know, kismet situations, things happened this weekend that would not have happened had I been in Utah. So, you know, good things happened this weekend. But so I'm glad I didn't go. I'm sad I didn't go, but I'm glad I didn't go.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's always next year. It's like,
Yeah. It's
yeah,
yeah, for sure. Um, okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So we're in a financial chokehold right now. Um, okay, so here's what's happening. So paying off, I want to pay off the van. That's 13 grand. Almost 14. I think it's 14 grand. And what happened is I'm lucky because well, we already know I'm lucky. But mom and dad paid off the van and I'm paying them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and I'd like to pay it off in one full sum, but my dad's like, pay me in small bits. And I shit you not, when he was like he was on like a, a phone call with me and my mom and my dad, and he comes and he's like, "Well, your mom's been spending a lot." And my mom's like, "I have not." And he's like, "Yes, you have." And so anyway, uh so I was gonna try and just pay him back all in one fell swoop and like do the 15 grand all at once. And I was thinking about doing 5 grand every month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do like a whole 15. But then also I have to pay for my hand surgery. So I found out that I have a pre-op appointment next Friday, Thursday, and I have to pay like 850 at that appointment, and then the rest of my what's that thing called? Uh,
Deductible?
Deductible is gonna be like 500 because I've already paid 300. My whole deductible is 1500. So, and that's 850 plus 300, 1150. So 400 more, like give or take 400. And, so, I have to pay that. And then 20% of the actual cost of the hand surgery.
20%, because you have a max out of pocket as well for the year. It's not just you pay 1,500 and you don't have to pay zero for the rest of the year. Is that how yours is structured?
I think so, but I pay a copay.
You have a copay. Okay, so
I-
that's
So it's 20%. They pay
20.
80, I pay 20.
Okay, so 20% on any services above 1,500 is right.
Yes, I believe so. So, that's the um okay, so that is that. Now, here's the issue. Okay. I like went into the studio and I threw like 10 cups and my hands were like, "Fuck you, buddy." And I was gonna do all of this before the surgery. I was gonna throw like a bunch before the surgery, like right after work, go into the studio.
Hmm.
And after the 10 cups, I was like, I can't do that. So I was thinking, and I talked to my mom and she was like, your hands are more important than the money, but I still want to at least pay them the rent. Yeah.
The rent.
Or the van payment.
Okay, so at
Van
least
payment's
you're like $800 a month kind of thing.
850. Yeah, the van payment's 850. So I want to at least pay them that. And because, obviously. And so then here's what I was thinking. I made these stickers. Did I show you the stickers?
I don't know. Did you
Okay.
just make them? Oh, you're talking about the hand job stickers. Is that what you're
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah. So I made hand job stickers. There's like ones that says like I helped pay for Becca's hand job. One that says Potters against Potters against the tunnel. One that said I helped pay for this hand and I like outlined my hand. And I was gonna
Nice.
maybe do one more and then potentially either do a sticker sheet or just individual stickers and do it through Printify.
Okay.
Because I figure passively that would be better than doing all the work.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I should do t-shirts or not.
Hi, I'm Taylor from Backyard Kiln. You may know me as the golden voice of several of the ads you hear on this podcast, or from the Wheel Talk Book Club episodes, which are so chaotic and fun. But today I'd love to talk to you about my absolutely true experience with L&L kilns. I bought my first kiln Charlotte secondhand from someone online. She's an old, reliable L&L Easy Fire. I'm a DIY kind of person, and I love to be able to take my kiln apart and fix it myself, and I do. Every time it throws an error, I can either find out how to fix it on their YouTube channel, or if I'm stumped, I just call up L&L customer support, and they're always able to get Charlotte back up and running. They send parts right out to me over the phone. It's super easy. I've always been impressed with L&L's customer service and expertise and the ease with which I can maintain my own kiln. You don't even need special tools to change your elements or thermocouples. I just keep a couple normal household tools down in the studio and I am good to go. L&L, the easiest kilns to install, use, and maintain.
Okay. So
What do
that's are you thinking that's so that instead of what is your so you're pull are you pulling back from the 15K and just going to 850 and that's your is
Yeah,
that the
I
goal
think I'm
now?
I think I'm pulling back from the 15K like initially, but I'd still like to get done with the 15K by June tops. And I would like to do, let's see, printify.
Why like what is the reason for the urgency? Like is it symbolic that something is
No,
like
no. It's because I want to live in a fucking house and not have to pay two rents.
okay. But
Like,
the only urgency is that your parents are gonna add they're not hard are they want you to pay something, but they're not forcing you on a certain timeline because you're just paying them back, right?
no, I mean, no. The payments are 850. They're the exact same as what I was paying a
Okay.
month. They were gonna give me January off so I could like maybe save a little, just a month's payment. And then um so they're gonna give me January off and then I go right back to paying 850. For the
Okay.
people at home, you must know, I should say this is there's some context to this. Ryan knows this, but nobody else does. My dad is like very business heavy, and my mom is like, nobody's charging my children interest. And so, like, it's always a constant, like, my dad wants the money right away in a business plan for 5 years, and my mom is like, pay me whenever. But then she never tells my dad, and then my mom, and then my dad, and then my mom, and then my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So, um,
Okay.
so I try to keep it as business as possible when it comes to that because it's just easier that way.
Cause, cause if you were on the same path of what you've been paying to get the 15,000 paid off, it would take you almost 18 months
Right.
on the same trajectory. Obviously, 850 with interest and stuff and principal going down, like it's going to go a longer way as you get further into the loan. So it probably won't take a full 17 or 18 months, but you're compressing 18 months to 6 months.
Yeah,
So you basically need to be paying three times what you pay on average per month,
correct. But you have to remember that I'm also moving into a house and will have a payment.
right?
So
Well, I'm thinking like what is the what happens if you don't hit it? Are you like are you going to be is it more
shame.
is it like peace of
Yes.
mind? Is it like I'm not going to be able to afford the thing that I have coming on my bills 6 months from now? So I have to make this money or like
It feels like I have to make the money
okay.
because,
Have you ever made that much money in that period of time?
yeah,
Like what is your baseline?
like
Like have
it's
you
like
reached that?
it's like 5 grand a month. I've made that in a sale
Okay, when's the last time you did that?
in 2022.
Okay. How did you get that? How did you reach that when you did that
I
last?
did a drop.
Okay, so you sold wheel thrown stuff?
Hmm.
How long did
Yeah.
it take you to make that work to be able to like sell it in in that
Like
drop?
less than a month.
Okay. How does your like what can you physically handle at this point that could
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. I think that I should do the stickers first just to get through. Okay, I have 10 cups, right?
yeah.
And I know I can make, or 11 cups, and I know I
Do
can
you
make,
still have all those cups that you haven't sold yet that are done?
I sold some of them.
Okay.
at Christmas time. But
Okay.
I have like 11 cups, and I'm gonna decorate those and sell them for hopefully maybe $90 each. And I should be able to get $1,000 from that. And then I can pay the van payment.
Okay.
And then
So
and
that's
then
1 month worth of,
right. I could do 11 cups a month. Like
and
barely.
that'll get you to the goal. Or
That'll get
that's 1,000. So that's a
yeah,
quarter of the goal.
right. That'll get me to like bare minimum of the goal. That'll get me to paying off my parents enough to for everybody, for my dad and me being happy.
Okay. Because yeah, that's meeting your current expenses that you have for it
Because that's like the biggest
to
thing right now.
maintain. Yeah. But so then you wouldn't, but aren't you paying for that now out of your salary? So wouldn't you pay more then? You're, because this is all extra money on top of what you've been making, right? So you wouldn't be putting
Right.
any money from your salary toward that van payment,
Because I'll be paying for a house, Ryan.
right? But not for 6 months, right? Is that what you're saying? That's why June?
No, no, no. I'm paying for the house starting next month.
Okay. You didn't clarify that. I was thinking you said by June, but I didn't realize
No,
that's
sorry.
just you don't want to be paying double rent for too long, is what
Right.
okay.
Exactly. I would love not to be paying double rent for too long. So if I can work my ass off for 3 months, I'd rather do that than the opposite.
Okay. What if you work
Um,
half your ass off and it takes 6 months
yeah, that'd be
or
great too.
or 9 months?
I'd love to not have it be 9 months. Listen, my anxiety cannot handle that.
I'm wondering what I'm curious with the okay, I guess back to the what can you physically handle? So you said the stickers, you said the 11 cups.
Well, the 11 cups before this surgery in February, I might be able to do another like 10 or 20 before the surgery.
Okay, so that's $2,000 in value.
Yeah, about.
Okay, so 2,000 and then what can you like do you know realistically what your recovery is going to look like? Are you going to basically be able to do no work during that period?
I'll know more on Friday, but I believe that they want you to do work. Because if I remember talking to Amy, she said that Amy
Drummond from
Drummond,
Pension.
I believe she said that like the um fucking uh physical therapy was rough, but I think they want you to like continue to do work.
Okay. Because your one hand is going to be recovering and your other hand is going to be it's what they currently feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I would
But
expect
my
that
hand
the
right now is
production,
pretty okay, by the way.
your what hand? The one that's not getting surgery?
Yeah, it's pretty good right now.
Okay. Um, are there other avenues that you're thinking to make up?
Well, I could do a shirt. I guess I could do like a cat shirt, but I
What
could
have what have you done historically that's like made good return on investment or like that you've had success making money at? And is there any of those that you can
mm,
pull from? I have one in mind. I'm wondering if you're thinking it, but
oh yeah, the fidget stones. Yes, yes, yes.
I was thinking of a different thing, but
Okay.
I was thinking of teaching. Have you,
Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna see, depending on like, I gotta see Friday, but I gotta see if that would work, or if I can't do any, if I can't like do anything for like actually 4 weeks after the surgery, I was gonna plan on doing a class like Sephora's, um, before February 20th. So maybe like February 18th, honestly. I don't know. Let me look at the calendar. And do like an efficiency class.
Well,
Uh,
I was
February
like,
Ash Wednesday.
I was thinking, well, I know Zipporah is starting them back up. It's up to you how you want to do it, but you both it I'm thinking sharing the load, but it depends on what you want to do because you get more of the money if you don't share the load. But if you co-market it and do it because she is getting
Mm-hmm.
back into the workshops, and I'm sure she would happily have you do it, or selling the workshop you already did that she has available for purchase and
Yeah,
just marketing to get people to buy the thing you already did and you don't have to do anything extra. Or you can sell the nesting bowl or one of the other ones you've already done.
yeah,
So you're just spending time marketing, not actually doing anything physically that might stress your hands out. Or doing a different one that's, because it's mostly time spent marketing and then about 2 hours or so of physically doing the thing on camera. And you have made good money at that historically.
yeah. The last time or not the last time, but the first time we did it, we made 5 grand.
Hmm.
So, mm.
I think that would be a good option just to diversify where the money's
Yeah,
coming from. Because
I'm.
I don't know how successful people have with stickers and shirts and stuff. I don't know how.
Well, I was just gonna do a campaign for just the hand surgery, and I
Hmm.
feel like a $3 sticker or a $5 shirt or $5 sticker or whatever isn't gonna break the bank.
Hmm.
And I found stickers on Printify, and now I can't find it.
I
So
mean, I can tell you how much profit we make on our podcast stickers.
yeah, tell me.
I'm looking them up. It's not very much, but I priced them based on not having people pay a bunch for it. But so my products, okay, so we've got individual stickers, but we also have um, sticker sheets. So the individual stickers for 2025, we've got them priced at 250 for a 2x2 and $3 for a 3x3. And the
Mm-hmm.
profit of each of those is $1.08 and $1.42.
Okay.
So for every one of those, you're getting about less than half. You're getting about 40 to 43 to 45% profit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not much, but there's that one. And then the sticker sheet is, so this is 4 stickers, and those are sold at $9, and we have the profit at about 33%. So it's only about less than $3 a sticker sheet.
Okay. No, that's great.
So
Um,
it's a
so
small amount, but
it'd be funny to make bumper stickers. Um,
those that's completely hands off. You just send them there and they buy it. And I mean,
right.
it does take a while. I don't know if you remember from Printify, but it takes a while for those to get into your bank account after you sell stuff.
That's fine.
But
Yeah. Okay, so stickers, yeah, and I feel like stickers is just like a really passive thing that I could do that would be fun and funny.
hmm.
And the cups, and then the teaching. I'll talk to support about that. And then I just looked up the recovery for carpal tunnel. It says that you can now 3 to 14 days after suture surgery, you can now remove the bandage, but you'll still need to keep the wound dry until the stitches have been taken out. Try building up to activities like brushing your teeth or your hair. Keep doing this while your hands heals. If you're feeling pain during movement, 2 weeks after surgery, your stitches will be removed. And when your stitches are, um, you may find your grip is weaker than it was before your surgery, so bear in mind that gripping too hard may be painful at first. Avoid doing this when you can. Your grip should return normal between 6 and 12 weeks after. Um, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
What are the like small milestones that would make you feel good as you're going? That makes you feel like it's
wow, they just have a
progressing well.
full-on open picture of A hand that's cut. Nice.
I would not want to see that.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. Um, what do you mean milestones? Like what
Like
I
like like what's gonna give you like confidence that you're in the you got momentum and you're like trekking along? Because I feel like if you throw that big number up there, 15K, it's gonna feel like a mountain, you know?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that having um I was looking at it more of like three sets of five because I feel like five is a good even number, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And doing five would be doable, you know? It's not like completely not doable. And oh, also, Preston said I could teach some classes. That's not like a huge money maker, but I could still teach.
That's good.
Um,
And that's not too strenuous for you to do right now.
and I could do a class on business that wouldn't be any like how to make money as an artist, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be anything like pottery related, so I wouldn't have to use my hands.
Yeah.
And I think you get 50% of the classes if there's 8 people in the class, 9 people in the class. I think it's $200, so you get 100, so it would be like $900 per class, so that wouldn't suck.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, you're limited to who's physically in the proximity and you have to market it, but
But not really though, because well, yeah, actually I am for Preston's.
people have to come into the class, right?
Yeah, but like we could do it on Zoom, you know, where it was like a Zoom class over like 4 weeks or whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
Marbs,
Nice.
Marbs. And just talk about that. So I have that prospect. I really do think that if I get my fuck. I do think that if I could do fidget stones, $5, three for 15, that'd probably be better because then they'd be easier to ship.
Yeah.
If I did
So I know
three,
you're trying to like keep away from too much shipping, but
yeah, but that's an easy ship. And also, I could just, I always used to do them in colors and I could just do them in black.
what do you mean in colors? The dots?
Yeah,
Some people like the colors.
I know, but would they miss the
Ye-
colors?
I would.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if other people would, but I think that's what makes them unique because I
Then
mean,
maybe I could just do them all random colors.
yeah, I think the randomness and if it's like give me something that's in the red family or give me something that's in the green family and you've got
Okay.
whether it's all the same exact color or if it's like you just have fun with it and like this one I would overall say this is pink. It's
Mm-hmm.
mostly pink. There's a little bit of purple and orange in there, but I was fidgeting with Josie's little doodad at ClayCon all weekend, and
Yeah.
it made me think of it.
Yeah, I was gonna paint little pendants too, and I don't know, everything I've started, I've just like kind of just meh, you know? So
Is it
it's
because I feel like you were kind of, is it like the completing them that's hard or the like dread of having to market and sell it or,
I think it's just the fact that like whenever I start something, it either hurts so bad to continue it that I'm like, fuck this. Or it's like, or yeah, they don't turn out the way I want them to turn out, and just nothing's happening the right way, you know?
hmm
So, but okay, so we have 10 to 20 cups a month for now. And then, and I did make a list of like what adds up to like $5,000, you know? That's like pretty easy. Um, Anyway, 10 to 15, 10 to 20 cups a month for now that are like $95, 90 bucks. Um, slash $50 because they're small ones. And then teaching, doing the
Mm-hmm.
same class. Um, stickers, which I assume that the stickers won't generate that much money, but as we know, a dollar's a dollar. So even
Mm-hmm.
if I could get $500 out of that, I would be happy. Prostitution. I'm kidding. uh, so stickers, and then God, I wish there was like a
What's like some of the easiest pieces you've ever made that I'm trying to think of something that would be physically able that is like not the most monumental task.
probably the fucking fidget stones.
I do still think there's a big market for that. I don't know how the dots with your hands and stuff, but I feel like the
I could
making
do it with
them,
my left hand.
tumble them, yeah, they don't have to be perfect with the dots, right?
Yeah. I'd like to get to a point where I make beads and stuff, but that's
How are the mini mugs that you were doing in the little slipcast thing that you did for you just get sent to like Queen City? Were
oh
those
yeah,
easy?
those mini mugs were good, but they were so cheap for the amount of work that was involved.
How much were they?
$10,
Could you charge 15 for them
probably,
or 18?
probably.
Because the smaller the thing is, the easier it is for you to ship and all that. I feel like that might be a nice little,
It literally fits in the tiniest tin,
uh-huh.
and then you just ship it in a bag. It's like 4.95 to ship.
Yeah.
No, I think it's 3.75 to ship actually.
So yeah, you could get that to somebody's doorstep for 20 bucks.
Yeah.
If it's like 15 bucks plus shipping, 20 bucks flat rate or 20 bucks to your, you know, free shipping, 20 bucks free shipping, quote unquote.
I'd probably do 18 free shipping. Um, yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Because you use like molds for some of that.
Yeah, I use pencils and I squished clay into a plaster mold.
Mm-hmm. Did you end up selling all of those? I know you sold the ones from Queen City because I looked in there every now and then and they were all gone.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Did those
Maybe I should
sell
get back to that.
reasonably well, like on a timeline that you would be happy with, or was it kind of slow?
No, the first night I sold all of them.
Okay. And you probably made like 50 of them or something, I feel like.
I can make like 75 in a week
Okay. I
or
feel like
more.
I feel like that would be a good money maker. Fidget stones would be a good money maker.
I could do fidget necklaces,
Mm, yeah.
fidget pendants.
Because you wholesale the chain or whatever. Add the chain on there for extra money,
Mm-hmm.
and then you don't really have to do anything for that part.
Oh, also I was thinking about, well, when I was gonna start throwing again, I was thinking about getting some of those meta glasses or something similar to take videos while I was throwing.
How much are those cost?
They're expensive, but they're about the same price as what you gave me for the profit.
But why don't you use that money toward like is that going to make you money or is that going to be an expense that's going to add to your 5,000, $15,000 so you're going to now need like $15,500.
I think, well, that's why I haven't bought them. I don't know for sure. I was gonna try Andrews and see how it works. He has them, so I was gonna try them.
You're talking about for what specifically? For recording
like you can record from your point of view throwing and doing videos on Instagram so that I can bump up my
But you're not going to be throwing much, right?
that. Yes, you weren't listening. That's when I said when I was gonna be throwing.
Oh, okay.
When I like wanted to, I was gonna do that, but I changed my mind. Um, or actually, my hand changed my mind. Um, no, I think those mini mugs might be the best option, even though I don't like it. I don't hate it. I just don't like it. I don't like
Well, hopefully
glaze.
the you don't like glazing them.
Oh, I can make them out of the colored clay.
Colored clay. Yeah. Do you still have that colored clay?
Yeah, I have the MCO colored clay. I can make it out of that.
There you go.
And then I don't have to glaze them. I can just clear glaze them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm back to being okay with them.
Yeah. And they could be, I mean, I don't know how much the earrings or the pendants part of that when you were doing them, if that
No,
was
I'm not doing that anymore. If they're just gonna be mugs.
okay, just mugs. Okay. Because I feel like you said 75 in a week. Like if you could make, I mean, I don't, you're kind of running out of weeks. You've only got what, 4 weeks before it?
Yeah, but that, yeah.
Could, I don't know. What's involved in glazing? Are you painting glaze on them?
No, remember that's what I mean. I would paint clear glaze on them.
So could you do that with one hand?
Yeah,
Well, I
I
guess
think,
you'd have to support it with some other hand, but I'm thinking of like getting your stock ready so you can just have at it, even though you're probably supposed to be like, well, I don't know. You'll still need rest, but when you
yeah,
get
but I'm
back to
gonna
it,
be stir crazy. Let's be honest.
you can continue doing something.
I figure I'm gonna get really good at doing things with my left hand. Maybe I should have a left-handed cup series and see how good I can paint with my left hand.
With the glaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, just paint them. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe you should prepare and try it before you have no longer use of your hand
Yeah.
to see how that works. I mean, I don't know how you support the pot or hold the pot if you only have one hand to do it. Like, how are you? Can
I'll
you
just
hold?
give it to Timmy.
Can you like? Can you like use tweezers with one hand and like hold it with tweezers and then
Yeah,
paint it?
pliers or something. I don't know.
Like, did you end up getting those like really long tweezers for the kiln and stuff?
Hell yeah, they're great. They're great.
Yes,
You can
because I
pull
think.
shit out of the kiln at like 700 degrees. I just, yeah. No, yeah, that's good. That's good. Um,
Because I feel like between, I'm kind of divvying up the numbers here. I don't know what fidget necklace. Let's do maybe that. Yeah, I was trying to come up with some of the numbers to be like what's realistic for teaching, cups, stickers, shirts, fidget, mini mug, fidget necklace.
maybe I really should get back to like teaching.
I don't know. I feel like you almost have to just pick three and
Yeah,
just go at it.
I think you're right. I'd like to do the fancy cups because I want to kind of get back to that.
Yeah.
And honestly, to be completely fair, if I asked Sarah to throw the cups for me, she would.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would. She already asked me. She was like, "Would you want me to throw your cups?"
Then you're just decorating it. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like I like throwing the cups. So like
Are
that's
you willing to give up that part to
I don't know yet. So I'll have to think about it.
make the money on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing that I do know is that if I start doing this, I'm gonna have to start posting on Instagram like every day.
Not every day, but you'll need to do it a few times a week, probably. Like
Yeah,
right now, what are you posting once a month? Once every 2 months? Or
maybe.
once every, yeah. Why don't you set a goal that's realistic, like once a week, twice a
That's good.
week,
Twice a week.
twice a week. You can do
Twice,
twice a week.
2 reels a week.
2 reels a week. There you go. Maybe some photos or stories or something. Because I don't know when you're making stuff. I assume you said you went in the studio and you made some stuff, or when you were
Yeah,
doing
I
those
go right
mugs back
after
at the end of
work.
the year. Like I didn't. I feel like I haven't seen that on Instagram, so people don't know that you're actively doing stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Um,
Hmm.
cool. This gives me ideas, a plan, thoughts. Even if it doesn't make the desired amount of money, what it is going to do is get me back into the studio on a more frequent basis.
Yeah, I think the building momentum of making money again
Mm-hmm.
is it's gonna take time. Like I don't know that I
100%.
because I was looking at this time of year for me last year and I barely made 15,000 in 3 months.
I know.
So like I don't know
You also
any
don't have the online reach that I do.
yes. I don't know.
No, I mean, like, you don't sell online like I sell online. Like,
No.
you
I
have
mean
more people online, but I have more people that buy from me online.
yeah, if you're talking about Instagram, yes, but I
Yes,
mean,
I'm talking about Instagram, not Etsy. Obviously, Etsy you kill.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, but I was thinking it might be a good idea to put something up on Etsy that is just an easy make, you know. Maybe those mini mugs are something I could put up on Etsy in that Imco clay,
Mm-hmm.
where it's just honestly they don't even have to be glazed.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, yeah. You got to
Yeah.
start you got to start with something. So,
Because they're so tiny, I could honestly put resin on them and they'd probably be fine. Um,
well, nobody's actually going to use them, so it's just like for the
yeah.
aesthetic of what it is. As long as people understand what it is and they don't get it and they're like, "Oh, I thought this was like an actual mug. This is a mini. Is this right? There wasn't anything in the box. Oh no, it's meant to be half an inch big or whatever."
Mhm. Let me look and see. Tiny ceramic mug on Etsy.
Have you used that Marketplace Insights on there? That might be a good option to look at on Etsy to see what other things are in that.
Damn, those look exactly like my cups. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Mini coffee mug handmade, 840, 12 bucks. Um, name mugs are China made, 552, 467, $20.
Did you see the one that says six mixed color ceramic top? Is that what you're
I
looking?
just saw that one.
Yeah. $7?
$7 for six? Where they
I
buy
don't
these shits?
I don't think it's six. Is it all six of them? Quantity six mixed color, diameter 10 millimeter by 13 millimeter. Why are they so cheap? This is out of Thailand. Okay, that's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But
they belong
they
in
look
money.
like and this they look kind of like the size of yours,
Yeah.
but the shipping would be US. So
Mm-hmm.
they've got tiny ones. They're ceramic tiny ones.
There's a tiny one for $15. Yeah, I think that I could probably find a comfy cost for that.
Uh,
Um,
I'd say stick to like 4 or 5 colors, put it up
that's a good
there,
idea.
and have it something you can have a bunch of I mean, basically exactly what I was talking about on our Etsy episode. Have something that you can make, you know, a handful of and have a few in stock and ship them in a reasonable time. And yeah, I don't think the glazing is that important if it's like a bright color.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And if I did the duller colors that are the that are the IMCO clays, I think that would look really good.
Yeah, the
If
bright,
I
bright
can
matte
get
colors.
if I can get them to work because they are not the best for hand building. The clay isn't.
Hmm. Hopefully, with it so small, it will maybe work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet. So you got some ideas.
I got some ideas. Do we have anything else?
No. Are you is your what is what are your plans in the next week? Like what are you walking away? What are you doing next from this?
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, I am going to design the stickers and get them into Printify. That's the first thing. And then I will time myself making mini mugs and see how long that takes and if it hurts my hands. Because if I could make 600 mini mugs, I could probably
600 is a
convince.
lot.
I know. I know. That was a ridiculous number to put out there. But if I can make a lot of mini mugs, I could probably convince somebody to help me glaze them really quickly. Because really
Mm-hmm.
they just need a brush of clear.
Yeah.
And it could be low fire. So,
Yeah.
um I think I glazed them with tweezers last time.
I feel like you did. You just grabbed him and dipped him in the
Yeah,
glaze or
I
something,
think I did.
and then you just wipe the bottom.
Yep.
Or I don't even, yeah.
I think that I waxed the bottom actually, but we don't need to get that special.
Okay, so
Waxing of the bottom was actually nice.
designing stickers, get them in Printify, time making mini mugs, so you'll make a handful of those.
And then maybe I'll reach out to Sephora and see how she's feeling about certain things and or figure out what I can do for a class.
Okay.
Okay. That will be done by Wednesday.
So a week and a day from now.
Yep.
All right.
Per chance, also.
Because we're gonna check in. We're gonna be talking on the podcast in a week, so on that day. So we'll
Yeah.
check in and see how she did.
Yep, that's good.
Sweet. Yeah, Zipporah was reaching out and saying she wants to get back to getting a workshop on the books every month. And I was thinking with the end of the year, I'm like, yeah, a lot of people are trying to figure some things out. So I'm like, do I tell people about, the show workshop that I did or the oil bottle workshop or what, lean on some of these workshops that I already did and just market them and just tell people to go buy it because people are thinking about it and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And like, if people know you for certain things and they're like, oh, yeah, I remember I didn't have time last year when you did it. Yeah, let me, watch the thing so I can learn what I need to do. So, if they can't join live, having that opportunity to just sell the thing you already did, hopefully is
Yeah.
relatively easy money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I haven't historically sold a lot this first quarter. It's mostly like teaching and workshops and stuff.
Right. That makes sense.
But but I think people are hopefully the demand is building or has been built up from you not making and selling a lot of work
Right.
that people are waiting.
I think that the fancy cups, if I bring back fancy cups at just the right time, like right before Valentine's Day,
Hmm.
I think they'll sell. So, okay.
Sweet.
I am brained out.
All right. Well, we'll check back in next week when we chat.
Okay. If you guys liked this episode style, let us know.
Yeah.
Because we can talk about stuff the next time Ryan has a life crisis in 12 years.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening, and we'll
Yeah.
catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to another episode of Wheel Talk. This podcast is made possible through the contributions of all of our listeners who always ask us great questions, leave us reviews, and contact with us through social media. Thanks to all the fellow makers as well who take time to be interviewed and share about their lives and businesses.
And thank you to Ashley from Boldover Ceramics and Lindy from Lindy Garner Ceramics for their assistance on the Whale Talk Podcast Instagram. You are invaluable. Thank you to everybody.